You know, the thing that people may not know, pork differs from beef in terms of a gestation period for them is 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days. And it's almost on the nose every time.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a Metallica album called In Gestation for All, right?
Yeah, there is, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's a great album.
Brothers and sisters, welcome. May I have your attention for just 1 minute, please?
Let's go, let's do it.
Yeah!
Corey's hot. He's been out here in the sun all day. Look at my dude.
This is Strange Lewis. Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Strange Lewis, episode 2. We're gonna head down the street to our buddy Chris Bolyard's spot.
The only thing gloomy about today is the weather. Our spirits are high.
A little downfall, nothing too serious. Maybe we'll get a little sunshine later.
About 150 yards down the street, some of the best cuts in the world.
Let's go, let's do it.
Come get some cuts. We're really lucky to be a part of a community like Maplewood, and in St. Louis there's a bunch of neighborhoods like Maplewood where small businesses can come together and thrive and try new things, and the community really comes together and supports them. Chris Bolyard.
What's up, fella?
How's it going?
Good to see you.
What's going on today?
Not much. I'm gonna put you guys to work. Hope you ate your Wheaties this morning.
We've been lifting all day.
Yeah, I've been doing
I
it.
can tell you guys you're swell on.
We're ready.
Yeah.
We'll head back here. I'm trimming up some beef right now, and then we'll get to it.
I remember when I was a kid, we would go to the butcher shop, John's Butcher Shop. And it did seem like for a while that kind of went away. You just go to like the grocery store. So it's cool to see that coming back and right down the street from us at Bolyard's. What are we working on today?
I was just breaking down a round. Basically, it's the hind leg of a steer. I was pulling out some heel steaks for a customer earlier. It's actually the calf muscle. Pull them out, they make delicious steaks.
Most people have probably never heard of a heel steak.
Because it's not a very popular cut. It's lesser known.
When we found out the Black Cat Theater was being built out, we were pumped. But when we found out that Bolyard's was moving in, I was so excited. And we went in, and immediately, he's teaching us so much about the process and not just trying to sell a product. It was more like a way of life that he was trying to educate you on. You spend a lot of time educating the customer?
Absolutely. I spent a little bit of time with everybody. There's only so many tenderloins and ribeyes on a cow. There's all these other beautiful, more economical cuts. It's kind of like our responsibility to inform the customer about these cuts. And it just helps with the whole concept of whole animal butchery, utilizing the entire animal.
So you see a movement, where you're capturing value from what was waste,
right,
and turning that into, a marketable product.
Yeah, it's the right thing to do, I mean, these animals, they're making the ultimate sacrifice for us. So I think we at least owe them to give them the best life possible. The right diet, the right environment, and a humane kill too,
What I like a lot about Bolyard's is that Chris and the guys put a lot of emphasis on using the whole animal, and there not being any waste. You can tell they're really aware of what they're selling to the customer. It's not just like an end product already pre-wrapped in cellophane showing up on the truck. We're actually expecting a delivery today, 2.5 hogs. The truck just got here, so if you guys want to come outside and help me unload the pigs, and we'll do some cutting.
How much do they weigh?
They're around 200 pounds.
And with a couple at a time, probably?
Sure. Hope you have your Wheaties today. Let's do this.
I don't do carbs.
We hopped on the truck, we started helping the guys out. I'm glad we did some working out earlier because the animals were gigantic. It was definitely different than anything I'd seen before.
So I'm carrying in these hogs 4, 5, 6 at a time. I was juggling on a couple of them. No, they were heavy, dude.
Hundreds of pounds.
I gotta admit, later on that night, my back hurt, dude.
It's not an easy job. Those dudes are ripped.
I didn't want to tell them. If you could edit that out. These dudes were like, oh, hey, you good at work for a change, huh? And I'm like, shut up, dude. I lift this all the time.
So I'm gonna have you guys do just a little bit of cutting today and help me out with this. I'm just gonna take the primals off. The ham, the belly, the loin, and the shoulder. I'll make the first cut, which is I'm taking the tenderloin out, and then I'll have one of you guys take the shoulder off, and then take the ham off.
How soon till this meat is sold, Chris?
I mean, no more than a week. A lot of it will get processed right away. Today, we'll take the belly and we'll throw a cure on it for bacon. This loin section will come out and we'll sell it as chops. So most of this side will get used today. We just started offering meat packs. It's like $100, and they get a whole slew of different things. It's butcher's choice.
That's enough meat for how many days?
For a week, typically.
Really?
Yeah.
$100? For how many families?
It'll definitely feed like 3 to 4 people for a week.
It seems more and more, to eat good, it's like really expensive, but I was really surprised when Chris started talking about that meat pack because that was actually a really good deal. That's some of the best meat that you can have.
Meat for a week. $100 for 3 to 4 people.
That's a good deal.
That's awesome. Cool.
All right, so
Corey's up first.
Corey, this
Yes.
is what you're gonna do. And I always kind of make an incision just on the surface with my knife the whole way through so you can kind of see where the saw is gonna go.
I was a little bit nervous, I have to admit, and then the saw came out.
Oh, wow.
We keep them pretty sharp. We swap them out every few weeks. They're really sharp. So just want to make sure that you're lined up. Start like, just like this.
This is a pretty physically demanding job.
Yeah, absolutely. Here, we'll take your saw out.
Ain't that a bad cut, huh?
Yeah, that's great. It's a smooth, clean cut. That looks really good.
Wow, dude.
That's professional right there, buddy.
You're a butcher.
Yeah. That's it. All right, so this next cut.
So I got in there, I started cutting. To be honest, I was nervous. I didn't want to mess it up.
Yeah, it's somebody's food.
It's somebody's food, but Chris made it seem so easy, but it was obvious that, he's a master at his craft, and there was hundreds, thousands of years that went into this moment. And I wondered how he got interested in that. I'm assuming when you were a kid, you weren't like, I want to be a butcher.
No, I definitely wanted to be a chef from a young age. My first cooking job was this little mom and pop burger place called the American Roadhouse, and my mom got a part-time job there just waiting tables, and she got me a job there bussing tables when I was about 14. Right away I had a strong interest in what was going on in the kitchen and wanted to be involved. So I kind of made moves to get myself into a kitchen, and I ended up getting a job at a restaurant called Willikers, and I worked there throughout most of high school. And I learned through another coworker that you could actually go to a school and make a career out of cooking. I found the Culinary Institute of America in Hyde Park and applied, and basically right out of high school I went to culinary school. And then from there I worked at Cardwell's in Frontenac, and then I met Kevin Nashin, and he bought Sydney Street Cafe, and I was with him for 10.5 years.
So you've been the benefit of a lot of like apprenticeships and staging, as you called it. Would you do that for a kid around here?
Absolutely. I mean, I spent a lot of time staging. I love to teach people and show them what I know. So butchering as a trade, you can read a lot about it, as much as you can, but until you actually get in there and start cutting the meat, that's when you really start to learn how everything works.
And when you say a trade, I mean, I think of like an iron worker or an electrician. This is on that same level where you could take this experience and go anywhere in the world and butcher, right?
Yeah, it's a skill, and no one can ever take that away from you. I've taken it and turn it into a business and support my family with it.
Well, dude, thank you so much for your time. This is awesome. You're a world of knowledge, and I know you're super busy, so we'll get out of here.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Let's do some bumps on the elbows here. I'm covered in beef fat. Have an awesome day, guys. Appreciate it. Awesome.
We learned a lot today. It was cool to kind of get behind the scenes with Chris and the guys and, experience and understand what goes into, the meat that we eat every day.
I've looked at my food different since we shot this.
Absolutely.
I'd like to see where it came from. Like, let's go to the source.
Yeah, we should go to a farm.
Let's go to such and such.
Yeah, Dave and Autumn are super cool.
I love those dudes.
Always good. Well, we learn a lot there too, so let's head down
They
there.
love the Wu-Tang Clan.
All of them. The dojo.
Let's do it.